This is Ben McGahee with Yami Chess. I'm going to be your math teacher today. Yami Chess is the math learning aid based on classic chess that helps students in math and science education for school. In this lesson, we will learn how to compare two numbers using three important mathematical symbols. The first symbol that we have here is what's known as the greater than symbol. So like for example, if we are comparing the two numbers, let's say 8 and the number 5, when we know that 8 is greater than 5 because it's the bigger number, so we'll say that 8, and then we'll use the greater than symbol, is greater than 5. So that's how you would say that. 8 is greater than 5. So notice that in the greater than symbol, you may use this as what's known like an alligator mouth, or some teachers use Pac-Man for the mouth that's open. Notice that the mouth is pointed towards the greater number. So notice that the mouth is pointed towards the 8. So mouth is like eating the greater number. Now the second symbol that we use to compare numbers is the less than symbol. So notice that the alligator mouth points the other way. So for example, if we're comparing two numbers, let's say 10 and 14, well, we know that 10 is less than 14, so we're going to use the alligator mouth to point or to eat the larger number 14. So this means that 10 is less than 14. 10 is less than 14. So notice that that mouth on the less than symbol is eating the greater number, which is 14. Now the last symbol that we'll look at is the equals symbol, and this is where you have two numbers of the same value. So let's say we wanted to compare, let's say 7 plus 6, and then we have the number 13. Well, if we add 7 plus 6, we get 13. So we know that 7 plus 6 must equal 13. So these two values, the 7 plus 6 and the 13, are the same value. So we're going to use the equals symbol. So let's do some other examples where we get to compare two numbers, where we may have to do some adding, subtracting, or maybe multiplying, just to see which number is greater or less than, or they could be the same value. So if we have something like, let's say, 27, we'll do minus 15, and then we want to compare that to let's say 7 times 2. So we have our two quantities. We have 27 minus 15 and 7 times 2. So we do 27 minus 15. Let's see, 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1, so 27 minus 15 is 12. And then when we do 7 times 2, that's like 7 plus 7. So adding 2 sevens, so that would be 14. So we have values 12 and 14. So we know that 12 is smaller than 14, so we're going to use the less than symbol. So 12 is less than 14. And notice that the alligator mouth of the symbol is pointed towards the larger number. It's 14, so it's eating the larger number. So 12 is less than 14. Okay, so why don't we do another one? Let's look at let's do 8 times 4. And we're going to compare that to 16 plus 16. So we have 8 times 4, and then we do 16 plus 16. So 8 times 4, that's going to be like adding 8 4 times, or adding 4 8 times. So you could do your 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. And then you have 8 plus 8 is 16. And let's do 16 plus 8. 6 plus 8 is 14. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 24. 24 plus 8. 4 plus 8 is 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 32. So we'll have 32 here. So I notice here, 8 times 4 is probably a times table that you learned in second grade in your class. But in case you forgot what the times table is, you can always do adding, because multiplication is repeated addition. So you see that 8 times 4 means just adding 8 4 times. Or you could add 4 8 times. So in case you forget your times table, just always remember you can add this number that many number of times. And then with 16 plus 16, we'll do that over here. So that's going to be 6 plus 6 is 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 32 as well. So we see that 8 times 4 is 32. 16 plus 16 is also 32. So they must use the equals symbol, right? Because they're the same value. So 32 equals 32. So we can say that 8 times 4 will equal 16 plus 16. They're the same value, 32. Okay, so doing a couple examples here and give you a chance to try 3 problems on your own. So in these 3 problems, you need to fill in the correct symbol, whether it be greater than, less than, or the equals sign into each of the little circles here. So for 1, we're comparing the two numbers 12 and 15. For 2, we're comparing the two values 7 plus 6 and 23 minus 18. And then number 3, we have 9 times 4, and we're comparing that to 12 times 3. So I'll give you a chance to pause the video to work on those 3 problems. Feel free to rewind the video to watch the quick lesson on these 3 symbols to compare numbers, and then we'll go over the answers. Okay, so we'll go over the answers here. So here we have 12, and we're comparing this to 15. We know that 12 is less than 15 because 15 is the larger number. And so we're going to use the less than symbol. So 12 is less than 15. And notice that the alligator mouth is pointing to the larger number, or he eats the larger number, which is 15. Okay, so number 2, we got 7 plus 6, and we're comparing that to 23 minus 18. So we know that 7 plus 6 is 13. 23 minus 18. And we can't take 8 from 3, so we borrow from the 2, make it a 1. And then this added to 10 plus 3 is 13, so we have 13 there. Then we do 13 minus 8. This is 5. And then the 1 minus 1, 0. So we just have 5. So 23 minus 18 is 5. And so if we're comparing these, we have 13 and 5. So 13 is the larger number, so it's greater than 5. So we're going to use the greater than symbol. So we know that 7 plus 6 is greater than 23 minus 18. Okay. And then our last problem that we do, number 3, we're comparing 9 times 4 to 12 times 3. So with 9 times 4, we can add 9 4 times. And this is in case you forgot your times tables. So we'll add 9 plus 9. We get 18. And then we have 18 plus 9. So 8 plus 9 is 17. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 27. And then we do one more 9. So 27 plus 9. 7 plus 9 is 16. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 36. So this is our first value, 36. And then we have 12 times 3. So this means we could add 12 3 times. So we'll do 12 plus 12 plus 12. So we start to the right. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 36. So it looks like we get the same number. So 36 and 36 are the same. So we have 9 times 4 has to equal 12 times 3. So let's check our answers. We had less than for number 1, greater than for number 2, and equals for number 3. So if you got those problems right, great job. You know how to compare 2 different numbers. And you also know how to add subtract, and multiply, which is very important. This is Ben McGahee, and I want to thank you for watching this video lesson on comparing two numbers. Please stay tuned for more lessons on YammyChess.com. Have a great day.